Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we actually got called up for a race in Monza for FRLT. So yeah, we didn't get a lot of practice in for this race, so we're kinda going blind in this race, not knowing where our pace was gonna be. Monza isn't my best track, even though it's a short and pretty easy track, but yeah, we'll see what goes here. And we're actually going for our first run here. We didn't get a very good run to the line here, but it's our first lap. We did a intermediate lap before to warm up, but we came in, changed the softs, and here we go for our first lap.
Fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 18.4.
So that was our first lap. A few mistakes in it, but it was after all still P1, which quite surprised me actually. We are with, I think, 4 people of our team. So I'm part of the team AZR, and we have 2 Austins and 2 RBs, I think. And you're gonna see here, MP3 is my teammate, Sven, and we actually are doing very well as a team here. And yeah, it surprised me that I actually got provisional pole here, as I got so little practice in. I think I only got like 1 hour of practice. But yeah, we are making it work at the moment. And yeah, let's go for our second run. Okay, so here we go for our second run. We are still at provisional pole actually. And here we go to turn 1. We know there's a lot of improvement in the lap. Yeah, we go a little bit too deep actually into turn 1. But we are still managing actually to improve by quite a bit, and we even hit the grass there, which was a mistake from me. And yeah, somehow we are still 800s up, so there was a lot more time in our lap. I think my PB was a 17.9, so purple first sector. We pretty much nailed that chicane. We are more than 10th up now. A little bit too safe here in this corner, but we are still at 10th up. Here we actually, our teammate there was a bit of in the way, but he moved nicely. And here we gained so much time in that fast chicane. We pretty much nailed that chicane, I think. I thought I was going to invalidate, but we actually nailed it, and that rewards us. We are now 3 tenths up. We touched the inside curb there. Yeah, that's a mistake I shouldn't have made, so I lost quite a bit of time, I think half a tenth there. But yeah, again, we are just gonna improve our pro lap, and that's an 18.0, so that's actually really good. Like I said, I did 1 hour of practice before this race, and yeah, it was pretty hard to get a 18.0, so to do this in session with the pressure on, quite happy with the lap. Okay, so here we go. We are lining up for our final lap, just trying to get some space between the cars, because you definitely don't want dirty air on your fast lap. And I was pretty confident actually that I was going to get pole, because with that 18.0 I did in my second run, I think I had like a 2 tenths gap. So yeah, we were going into this lap knowing that we really didn't had that much time left on the table, and yeah, pretty confident actually that we were going to get pole. So yeah, we're gonna go down to turn 1, where there was a little bit of time. I went a little bit too deep on my previous lap. And again, we almost lose the rear actually. And here we go, way too wide on the second turn. And yeah, like you can see, we are almost a 10 down on our lap. and yeah, we knew from here on the lap was actually pretty good, except for the final corner. So it's gonna be hard to improve here. We're going to the chicane again, a little bit unstable on the rear, a little bit too wide, but we actually managed to improve a little bit actually. Here, yeah, we're just fully committing at this point. And yeah, as you can see, we're actually 500s up. A little bit of a bad exit, which is costing us a lot of time at this moment. Here we go to the chicane, which I actually pretty much nailed previous lap. And here, yeah, I thought I was going to invalidate again. But we actually managed to hold up pretty well to the delta. So quite surprising to me. So we're 100 up on our time. But yeah, we're going to see here in the final corner there's a lot more time to find. I was hoping to get below the 18s, which the Mercedes crashed there. And yeah, we're gonna get below the 18 time here, 17.9, very happy. But you're gonna see our teammates in the Aston actually beat us. So yeah, we were quite surprised that we didn't get pole, but still happy that it's 1-2 for the team. And yeah, let's move on to the race. It's only a 10 between us, and yeah, I know for myself I have better race pace than quali pace. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Okay, so here we go for the race. Starting on the mediums, 5 red lights. And away we go. We actually get a pretty good launch here, but yeah, the second part wasn't that good. So the Ferrari immediately attacking us. And my teammate, yeah, played it very nice. He gave me a little toe here, and we just boxed him in. My teammate braked a little bit too early. And yeah, we had to really slam on the brakes there to not crash into him. But yeah, we still managed to get the 1-2 after the chaotic turn 1. Actually have a little bit of a gap here as well. So yeah, we planned before the race. We talked and yeah, we discussed strategy. We were going for a 1-stop. That was the plan. And we're just gonna defend here from the rest and maintain the 1-2. But I actually made a mistake in the chicane. Here a little bit too wide because of the dirty air and the Ferrari just got past us. But yeah, the plan was to get the 1-2 and keep it like that. And just defend from the other cars. And yeah, you're gonna see here we're gonna try to get the Ferrari back as fast as possible. And yeah, after quali, even with low practice, we knew that yeah, we were gonna be very fast this race. So yeah, it was just about managing the tires, DRS, which is very important around here. But you can see here, yeah, just keeping back a little bit. Car behind us is on the hards. We went for the mediums, trying to do the 1-stop. I didn't have any previous experience on this track, so I really didn't know how the tire wear was. And yeah, you can see here we trying to attack the Ferrari. I mean, yeah, decided not to use the whole of our battery here. Just trying to get as close as possible here. We actually get a pretty good run here. And yeah, the Ferrari just didn't really use any ERS almost. So we're just gonna fly past here. Use a bit more so that we are clear before the turn. And yeah, we just go ahead of him and make the move stick. So it's back to 1-2. And from here on we're just gonna defend from the cars behind and just swap around positions with my teammate ahead and try and maintain this 1-2. Okay, so here we are, lap 9. So I'm in P1 at the moment, with the fastest lap actually, where I get my first track limit as well. And I just had to watch out from that. You can see we actually have 3 cars of our team in the top 5. And yeah, my tires were pretty much dead at this moment. The plan was to go to lap 12, try and do the 1-stop. But yeah, here I thought just, yeah, I have the box because it's either boxing or just losing the rear and maybe crashing. So yeah, I had a lot more tire wear than my teammates, which is quite unusual actually, because normally I'm pretty good on tires. Maybe it was a setup related problem. We tried to figure it out after the race, but yeah, I didn't really find anything. So we're gonna go to the hards here, and we knew that 1-stop was indeed the better strategy, because you save so much time with not doing an extra stop. You can see here you almost lose like 25 seconds. So yeah, we decided here not to really push that hard on this tire, because we knew, yeah, the original plan was to pit lap 12. So we knew we were gonna have some time to catch up and do the undercut. Okay, so we moved on to lap 16. There really didn't happen too much, where the Williams actually goes off here. And you can see there are still 2 cars out, because I think both of them were actually on still old hards, especially the Mercedes. he was still on his old tires. So yeah, he's now completing in one stop, and there goes the Red Bull in as well. So yeah, you can see we have a 3.4 second gap to the Ferrari behind, and we actually managed to get that up. So before it was like 1.8. So yeah, we knew we had the pace at this moment, and we were pretty confident actually that the tires were probably gonna make it, but we really didn't know. It was quite hard to judge actually. So yeah, we were actually hoping on a safety car so that we could pit again for new mediums. But yeah, we knew we had now a 3-second gap to the Ferrari behind, and the tires were still pretty good. And yeah, the Merc did like 17 laps up his hard, so we knew the tires were possible to last if we looked after them. So yeah, we decided not to fully push here and just look after the tires a little bit. But yeah, it was hard. We had to watch out for tires, maintain a gap behind for if the wear suddenly becomes really high. And you're gonna see the Merc not in top 5 at the moment, but he is gonna be very soon, and he's on fresh mediums. So yeah, but you can see as well our teammate also still in P5. So yeah, we are still doing very well as a team here. And yeah, we're gonna skip some laps forward and see how the race goes. So here we are, lap 19, and there's actually just come out a safety car. So this is really our savior. The tires were not good at this moment, so we were very happy, really happy with this safety car. So yeah, we are going to pit for fresh mediums, and to my surprise, you're gonna see something. And my teammate in P5, we had a 6-second gap, so a double stack was possible probably, but he actually continued. So he stayed out on those very old hard tire. I think he already had around 8 laps on them. So yeah, but you can see our teammate Sven in the RB is also continuing. So it's actually 1, 2, 3 for the team. So yeah, very happy with that at the moment. But yeah, I made a huge mistake in this race. Firstly, because I got called up so late, I didn't read the rulebook. So I thought it was just going to be the same like every other league. And yeah, for the most part it was. But going into AI was actually forbidden, and I didn't know that. And yeah, because we were 1, 2, 3 with our team, I actually wanted to discuss with them because I had the freshest tires. So yeah, I could defend more easily to the cars behind, but I wanted to know what they thought and what we should do. So yeah, I went into AI to check my Discord if they were in NAVC, which they actually weren't. So, and you can see here we lost many positions. We lost 5 positions because we were in AI. And yeah, it sucks, it really sucks. So I'm now in P8, my teammate's still P1, P2. We could have easily gotten the 1, 2, 3 with my freshest tires. I could easily defend. So here I'm checking which people are ahead of me. And yeah, they're all pitted for new tires, so that wasn't in my advantage as well. So yeah, here I was really pissed at myself, of course. And I knew I had to come back from this. I recently joined this team, so I didn't want to let them down. And I had to push. I knew I had to push so hard to get back to the front. I knew I had the pace kind of, because yeah, we were driving away before the safety car. So yeah, we knew we had the pace, and now we just needed to get the head straight. And yeah, okay, so here we go, lap 22. The safety car is coming in this lap. So P8, yeah, we had a lot of work to do. Just trying to nail this restart here. You can see here, it was pretty. Yeah, the Merc just suddenly went to the left, so we had a really bad run here on the straight. And we immediately get attacked by the Alpine as well. He was battling us quite a lot during his race. And yeah, he's gonna go down the inside here. He locks up, he actually gets hit as well, and I went to the inside here. Just trying to get a run off him, but yeah, he had so much more straight line speed than me. Probably because of the slipstream ahead of him as well. So we just settled in here for the P9, so not an ideal restart. Trying to have a look here, but yeah, pretty hard. But here you can see massive crash here. 2 cars out, 3 cars actually here, because he hit the curb a lot harder than he used to. And yeah, we're up to P6. So yeah, after all, still a pretty good restart then. But yeah, still P6. not near as good enough as P3, and we really get re-tightened here by the Red Bull. Also on those fresh mediums, yeah, we're gonna defend here and take the P6. Yeah, two hard runners ahead of us, so we had the tire advantage. The mediums did wear off pretty quickly actually, so I was only getting an advantage for a few laps here. Yeah, the Alpine actually goes a little bit wide here, but we were very low on battery, so yeah, we decided to pretty much use it all here, because yeah, there wasn't really much another option. But yeah, we knew we had to save some battery in order to make a few other overtakes. But you can see on the minimap on the left hand side, and here in the screen as well, my teammate in the Aston actually has a pretty good gap to the RP, and that's also my teammate Sven, and he was actually, yeah, doing us a favor here a little bit, just not going flat out, and yeah, trying to defend as hard as he could, so we could catch up, and that worked perfectly actually here. So we catched up to the train, right behind them now, and yeah, we knew we had to make some moves. He couldn't defend for 5 laps or 4 laps in a row, so yeah, he actually did a pretty good job actually. And you can see here we just trying to force a move here and there, but yeah, with the low battery it's really hard, and just gonna have to try here. I think pretty much everyone was pretty low on battery. We actually had a very good run here in the fast chicane, so trying to have run on the Alpine here, but he actually not leaving much space, and again weaving, so that was actually 3 times he moved off the racing line. So yeah, and here he actually makes a pretty good move down the inside, and he also is gonna challenge our teammate. But yeah, we're gonna try. It's a lot of chaos here, and yeah, the Alpine just pushes the Williams almost straight off there, and yeah, a lot of weaving going on here. Look ahead, and the Ferrari and my teammate just colliding there. Yeah, it wasn't okay. So I hear the Alpine just pushes the Williams off, so I'm really scared to go around the outside here, and he blocks it off completely. And yeah, just at this point I was really scared to go for a move on the Alpine, but yeah, we're gonna settle behind here. The Ferrari ahead and the Alpine weren't the cleanest drivers, as you could see there. They do a lot of weaving, and yeah, as it turned out, also because of my mistake, AI is forbidden in this league, so I will probably get a penalty for that. And yeah, then I was wondering, yeah, the guys that are weaving like crazy here ahead should get a penalty as well. And yeah, even though it was fully my mistake, I admit that, using the AI. I should have read the rulebook a little bit more. But yeah, they actually got an advantage from it. Someone reported it that I was using AI, and yeah, that person gained a position because I was using AI. So I don't know why he complained, but yeah, we move on, and we are going into lap 26 here. And you can see the Ferrari. Have a look at him here. He just pushes my teammate straight into the wall, and that's him out. So at this moment, the maximum that we can get with our team is a 1-2. So I knew the pressure was on. I made a quite good move here on the Ferrari. So it's now a 1-3, and I was pretty happy with my progress here. I went down to P8 because of that mistake I made with the AI, and I'm already in P3. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. And the maximum result we could get here was a 1-2. Didn't matter really in which order we finished at 1-2. I probably would have gotten the win if I didn't that mistake. With my freshest tires, I had the advantage over my teammate. And yeah, you can see here we are passing the Alpine. He had a 3-second time penalty as well, so yeah, he shouldn't have made it any harder than that as well. So you can see here we're going into the final lap actually, and the Alpine is just trying to hang on and yeah, use our pace to pull him forward as well. Yeah, with that 3-second time penalty, he will need every second that he needs. And yeah, so we're back to P1, P2. So really happy for the team. I really apologize to them for making that mistake with the AI, and I will probably get a penalty for it. So yeah, we'll probably go down a bit to the field, but a lot of people with time penalties behind me for track limits. So maybe we can still hang on to P2, where I completely lost the way there going into turn 1. Here again, just no grip on the rear. But yeah, we recovered well from the mistake. Again, we went from P8 to P2, so the pace was definitely there. And yeah, next week we are definitely making sure we are reading the rulebook. Next week is around Spain, so make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you can see that video as well. And I think we are going to run with the same 4 people, pretty much the same 4 people for Spain as we did for Monza. We were a pretty good team with the 4 of us. But yeah, quite happy with the result actually, even though we made that huge mistake with the AI. So yeah, it's a solid 1-2. I'm gonna spoil the result here. I'm gonna keep the P2 here. And yeah, it's a good job for the team. Again, I'm really sorry for them that I made that mistake with the AI, but yeah, we made it work at the end. And still a P1, P2. And yeah, now we're just gonna try and defend my mistake with the AI. And we're gonna see if we get a penalty or not. I think it would be pretty unfair. I didn't cause any damage to other cars, and they actually gained the position from it. So yeah, I think weaving on the straight 3 times moving off your racing line is much more of a mistake than going into AI. But yeah, we will see. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications. A lot more videos coming soon, as I have a lot of week races this week. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye.